All right, we're actually streaming on YouTube. I don't know what. Let's see what happens. All right, let's go to YouTube. Oh wow, it's working. Holy crap. All right, we're on YouTube. You know what? Don't care. Don't care. I'm actually curious. It's a Saturday night, almost 1 in the morning. Not sure how things are going to be. You know what? New game. Yeah, why not? Uh all right. Fair enough. And I got another can of coffee. All right, we're going to be Donatello. Okay, I want a new. Oh, hey, Taco. No problem, man. I'm actually kind of happy that I did that. Kind of happy for the movie too, where I am actually a, a full time villain. Actually, I kind of want to like So when you do that, I kind of want to like do my lines against people. I know that sounds stupid, but I feel like I can get more reactions. Like I feel like when you do voice acting, like you don't have to use that what they say. But if I'm like, talking with somebody, it's easier. Like a lot of good like Batman animated series, like they got a lot of the reason why it's not so good is because they bounce off each other. I don't know. I do better that way. I've actually taken acting classes before, but the problem is I did live acting, not voice acting. I'm not a voice actor. I can be, but it would be easier if I, bounced, that off of people. Yeah, I'm totally chill. No, we're doing chill. Yeah, I don't care. Like, it says hold what? It says hold the D-pad to like skip, right? Like, what part of the D-pad do you want me to skip? Okay, I get it. I get it. You want me to hold the D-pad, right? What part of the D-pad do you want me? Like hold D-pad to skip. Like all buttons? Do you want me to like mash it? Am I like not? Okay, look. I know I drank a few. I drank a few. But am I like imagining things? Like it says, oh, okay. It says hold D-pad. Didn't say hold start. Oh, cause start. You know what? We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Cause it looked like a D-pad, right? Am I imagining things? Look, I know I had a few to drink. I had a lot of coffee to drink. I gotta. So I drank a lot of coffee, and I got to you know. See, look, okay. I know that's the plus thing, but does not look like a D-pad. Am I like imagining that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. You know, when you're like, you know, a billion years old. I'm just gonna say, Dragon warned me against streaming on YouTube while drinking, and I know he's right. Like I know he's right. But my drunk self is like, yeah. I mean, my coffee drinking self is like, you know, maybe it's a good idea. Like when you drink a lot of coffee, you know, maybe decisions aren't the best. Also, so when setting up my the OBS, you can connect accounts, and it will not let you continue unless you select this is for kids or not for kids. I'm like, oh, hell no, this is not for kids. I'm like, no, not for kids. Yeah, I am not kid friendly. I mean, I am gonna try to watch myself of what I say, because this is YouTube. But even then, it's still not kid friendly. I mean, I'm drinking. I mean, you don't want kids to drink coffee. That will stunt their growth. I can't believe they're throwing CRT monitors at me. Wow, YouTube fucked up. I mean, YouTube screwed up. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so look, I'm old. I'm 44 billion years old. Those CRT monitors weigh like 100 pounds. And when someone throws something like 100 pounds at you, it hurts. So yeah, like people are like, yeah. It's not like the LCD monitors you have today. And then people are like, oh, CRTs are the best. I'm like, no. Like, I'm old. And I even hate scan lines. Like, scan lines are for... Why? Why would you ruin your experience with scan lines? Like, scan lines are the... Oh my god, scan lines are awful. Like, I have old stuff. I have a Super Nintendo. Well, I have a Super Analog NT, right? There is no way I would enable scan lines. I'm like, why would I do that? I'm old and I hate scan lines. You know, I'm actually kind of curious if I get some, like, comments on this. Like, oh, you suck. I'm like, yeah. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. What do you expect me to do? Irish coffee, that is. Oh my god. Well, good night, Dragon. Oh, Dragon, I don't know. Like, you should check out, Taka's movie. He made a movie. It's his first movie, so it actually, for his first movie, it's pretty damn good. He asked me to be the narrator. The problem is that I feel like, I mean, he gave me like one lines, and this is on my skill. Like, nothing against Taco at all. I think Taco did a really good... I think he did a really good job. The problem was that he gave me, like, single lines to, like, you know, do things. And I'm not a voice actor. I can act, but I can't... And, like, voice acting, I need, like, something to bounce off of. If that makes that makes sense. I did my best, and I think it sounded okay. But so for some reason, like Taco's like, oh, I need to have you as the main villain in the second movie. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. I think I could play the villain very easily. So that's why I was talking to said earlier that I would like to actually bounce things off of people, because that would make me be able to, like, I don't know. To me, interaction's better. Having someone say, here, sit in this room and, talk. I'm like, okay, it doesn't work. I gotta bounce. I gotta actually have interaction. For me, anyway. Again, being old. And also lack of skill. Major skill. Like, I took acting classes for like 4 years, actually. Does that make me a great actor? Oh, hell no. But I understand the premise of acting. Like, I could do okay. Just because you take classes doesn't make you, again, life things. Just because you took classes doesn't mean you're good at it. But I understand the gist of it. And there's a lot of things that I'm not used to. There is. Ask Dragon. I mean, Dragon, ask yourself. Ask Taco. Ask Taco. Like, I have the link, but I don't feel like, if he doesn't want to give it, you know what I mean? So ask Taco. For the link. I only said one F word for this stream. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I actually think that's an improvement. I mean, I think that's like a milestone. Apparently, you can't do excessive cussing in YouTube. You can cuss, but you can't, like, use it like a comma like I do on Twitch. Oh, yeah, it says right, Oh, man, God damn it. I mean, there was a bunch of people ganging up on me, and there was something I wanted to say, but I can't. It's YouTube. But, there's always, there's something to say about, there's something I would like to say, but I can't. It makes you think, and then you put it together like, oh, that's awful. Yeah, it is awful. Yeah, I know I'm dying. It's fine. The thing is I'm really good at Turtles in Time. And it's actually not a bad game. Actually, Shredder's Revenge is actually a good game. Yeah, I'm gonna stand next to that. Turtles in Time is probably the best game ever. And the Super Nintendo port is the best. Like, it's actually pretty damn good. See, this is a good 2D game. I feel like this is a better 2D representation of what you should do on 2D games. Like, the new Super Mario Brother games are awful. It's like that, oh yeah, we're gonna use 3D models in a 2D atmosphere, and it looks like crap. I meant, there's things in my toilet that I crapped out better than that looks like this new Super Mario Brothers. Like, the new Super Mario Brothers is like, we're just going to use, like, 3D animation, 3D models, and just, it's 2D. No, it's not. It's a 3D game on it, pretending to be a 2D thing. Hey, Pika. Dragon suggested that I shouldn't do this on YouTube, but I was like, no, I got to. Again, Dragon's probably right. And I'm not arguing against Dragon. He's probably right. He's more sober than I am. And he's right. But I'm not listening to him because I'm drunk. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know what? Screw Dragon. Screw him and his, soberness and, correctness and, actually strategical thinking. Screw you, Dragon. Let's do what I want. Even though you're right. No, I had a lot of coffee. That's what I had Irish coffee. Look, I know. Look. I'm not an idiot. No. I'm not going. What part of no? Look, the car is ready to go. It's burning its tires. You want me to go? No. I'm gonna stay right here until he passes. No. I'm not an idiot. Oh, I've had a lot. I had a 12-pack, and I'm now on my tall boy. Like, I had a lot to drink. Which is weird. I don't know why I sound sober. Oh, god damn it, Pika. If this is on Twitch, there's so much I would say to that. But this is YouTube, so moving on. Moving on. Actually, I just wanted to see, like, if I'd get more people on YouTube than Twitch. Wait a minute, hold on. Did you see that? It looked like he was working on the car, but he wasn't working on the car. He was just removing the engine to throw at my face. Wouldn't that... What a jerk. Oh, actually, Pika, I'm making a new YouTube channel. That's why I don't really care about this one. I talked to Dragon. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Yeah. Okay, so the reason why I haven't been on YouTube for like last 2 to 3 years, I've been working on this project. And I honestly thought it was going to be an easy project. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do things. So the thing is... So what I'm doing is I'm doing a project, right? So I'm doing a project on how to make your own BBS, which stands for Bulletin Board System. It was the internet before the internet. You usually you connected to this bulletin board system, right? You dialed up into this, you know, it's usually local, and then it was all text based, but it was like kind of like the internet before the internet. And I was going to show how you can make a modern one and how to do that stuff. So what I was going to do is have a project and then have a history about that. And my stupid ass is like, okay, I got that done. That was easy. But I was like, I'm going to have the history of that project. And I was like, you know what? And instead of just saying, hey, I want to have the, you know, history of BBSs, which I could have probably done in like an hour. No. My stupid butt decided to do the history of communications, the brief history of communications. There is nothing brief about that. So when I did, I read 200 plus research papers on communications, early communications, pictographs, semaphores, you know, the flag thing. And then the first history of writing and the writing on how it evolved from that. So this project, or I thought was going to be easy, and I was going to do the brief history of communications, turned out to be, I'm going to rename it the not so brief history of communications, because it's long. Like all the videos I have together and been making for the last 2 years is about 3 to 5 hours. So I'm gonna have to cut it up. So I was gonna do Sir Randall does stuff, and I like that, but I think I want to do a new and talking to Dragon, and you can chime in, but thinking that maybe it'd probably be a good idea to make a whole new channel on that, keep it separate. And I kind of agree with him, but you know, your opinion is welcome. Fair enough. Okay, there it is. But I need a channel for this, because so like this channel idea is I'm gonna do project. So after I do this, you know, brief history of communications that's just 5 hours long, which will probably be like, you know, a video every 2 to 3 days when I cut it up, because I'm just gonna milk the fuck out. I'm gonna milk the heck out of it. I don't know. That's a good idea. But I am going to, like, I'm not going to milk it because there's a lot of content there, right? But I don't think anyone's going to sit there for 5 hours, right? So I'm thinking of, dividing it into like at least 20 minutes each. I think 20 minutes is like, pushing it, but it's okay. So I'm thinking, release it, chop it up and then schedule it for like, every 2 days. So I'm thinking 20 minutes minimum. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not gonna release the whole thing. I might at first I'll do damn it. At first I'll do, separate it and then have like the whole thing. So if people want to do the whole thing. Well, I'll do a playlist and the whole thing. But man, swear to God, like there is no brief history of communication. And I think every video I do afterwards, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it more vague. So like my next project is, so like I want compilation videos. So I do a project where I do something and then have the history of that. So like my next one is I'm going to be making my own Guitar Hero Rock Band guitar because you can't buy them anymore. And if you want to buy them, you have to go on eBay and it'll like charge you like $500 for like a friggin' guitar. I'm like, oh, well, hell that. I'll make my own. So I'm going to make my own and show that process and then in the history of the guitar. Like, so I want to do a project and then the history of what it is. I think that's really, I don't know. I feel like that's a really cool idea because one, you do the project and then you have the history of that project. Like, okay, Rock Band guitar. Cool. I show people how to make a Rock Band guitar out of scratch and make your own. But then I give the history of the guitar. I don't know. I think project and then the history of it. Separate videos. So, if they don't want to watch it, they don't have to. But I think that's a great idea. I don't know. Oh, yeah. No, I would talk about... Yeah, I would talk about everything like that. How, like, all... The cool thing is that when I start this new channel, thanks to, Dragon and your idea to make a new channel, is I have enough videos... And when I chop it up, I'll have enough videos to buffer, which is cool. Because when I do that, I can buffer it and then do the other thing and have plenty of time to work on it. Set that up to be scheduled. Work on the next one. Have that scheduled. Like, it'll be a nice buffer. Because of this 5-hour video that I'm making, and chopping it up gives me plenty of time to like work on a project, go to the next one, but for that, etc. I just wanted to do something different for YouTube. Like, you know, right? Like everybody has their thing. I wanted, I mean, it might not be successful, but it's something I want to do. I'm not doing this for a living either. I mean, it would be nice if I don't have to do it for, you know, it would be nice if it turned out really popular. I think it will be popular. I'm expecting, you know, like, you know, 500,000 views or something like that, maybe. And I'm hoping, and I feel like that's like over exaggerating. But, that's my goal. Like, I feel like people forget. Like, people forget. Like, there's cool things you can do, and that's awesome. But there's history behind it. Like, I am 100% science guy. I mean, I've been through so much science. Like, I have so much science. But people forget about the history of things. Like, how did we get to here? And I don't want to, like, show, hey, here's a cool project. This is what you can do. Here's the history for that. People, like, love science. And I love history. Like, history is the foundation of everything. Like, you gotta understand how things came before to understand the future. I don't know. To me, that's important. Oh man, like Pika, like, so this video has already cost me like $1,500. I hired animation artists. And like, I'm not expecting to make any money off of this. I just want to have some good videos that people listen to. And if I do make money off of it, I'd be happy. But I just want people to learn something. Like, I have a full-time job where I make a good living. But I want this new YouTube channel to actually help, actually teach people. Actually, I'd be more happy if people got something out of it than me making money off of it. No, that sounds so cheesy. And so, like, you know, like people would say that, you know, like people say, oh yeah, I just want people to learn, but give me money. I don't want money. I mean, I would like money. Like, if money came my way, I wouldn't scoff at it, but it's not my intention. Does that make sense? Fuck you. God damn it. I was gonna say F you, dragon. I mean, I wish I could. I put it on easy. Is that cheating? You know what, Pika? You know, if I could, I would write. Can I demote you from here? I can't. I don't know. Yeah, never mind. It takes too much work. Never mind. This is a new generation game, you know, where I can die as much as I want and continue. I honestly think new games are a little too forgiving. Like old games, like, oh, you're not good enough. You have to start over. I actually think that's kind of good. And this is someone who like puts things on easy. I like Mega Man. I like the hardness. You give me an easy mode where I can continue multiple times, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Wait a minute. You mean there's no repercussions for me taking the easy route? Dark Souls is overrated. Okay, there's a reason why I hate Dark Souls. Like, I don't hate Dark Souls or the Elden Ring games. Don't hate them. I think they're pretty good games. They don't interest me. I hate the fans of that game. Because of the fans of that game makes me hate the game. Does that make sense? It's awful. It's like the I can't think of it. That awful game that I don't want to remember. Somehow I drink it. I drank away. Hold on. Oh, Undertale. The Undertale fans, yeah. And Five Nights at Freddy's. There, okay, the Stowe is just awful. Back in the day, it was good. But now it's just awful. There's no, like, there's no way of sugarcoating that shit. It's just awful. It's just awful. Listen, look, Pika. If you were here, you can ask Dragon about my life experiences. I think he enjoyed it, actually. But no, you were busy with I'm trying to think how I can say this without getting demonetized. But no. You decided to take time and be with your friend that could or could not vibrate at will. Yeah, that works. Oh God. But Dragon, did you enjoy my history of my work? I mean, I could briefly summarize for Pika. I don't know. I have a suspicion about RC Dark Angel. I feel like I know them. Hmm. Yeah, I really feel like I know this person. No, 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 no. They reek of Ozzy. I don't know. Just something tells me that they reek of Ozzy. Now the name isn't familiar, but I know. I have a feeling I know who they are. They reek of being Australian. You know, the Outback. Where, dial-up internet is the only thing they have. Where they think that, fiber internet is, twine internet. Because, technically twine is fiber. Just saying. Gigabit. No, not my boss. My old boss. It's Admiral Salty. Gigabit. Yeah, gigabit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, whatever. Look, I drank a lot, and even I. Okay, look, I drank a lot. I drank a 12 pack. Look, Admiral, I know it's hard for you to believe that an American can drink, but I can. I drank a 12 pack, and I'm now on a tall boy. And even after doing all that, I know it's you. You smell like kangaroo. I'm sorry. I can smell the kangaroo on you. Maybe take a shower before you come in here. Uh, love Admiral though. Actually, like I love Admiral. Uh, oh, I ran into something. He's not wrong though. I am really sucking. Oh look. Train drinkers are a bunch of pansy ass. I'm sorry. It's coffee or nothing. Like tea is for the weak. Love how like the British like come on like come on Admiral, the British kicked your asses out to the to Australia. Like Australia was the area where you're supposed to be like the convicts of British. Are you still gonna drink tea? Tea makes you a pansy. No one drinks tea. Hardcore badasses drink coffee. We do have real beer to drink. Are you kidding me? The beer. Okay, so I had a 12-pack of beer that was more than 5%. Okay, it was like 10. You know what, Pika? I would ban you right now. But apparently I can't do that. I've banned Dragon too, but I can't do that either. It takes too much work. Too much work. I gotta figure out how to click on your name, and then it's just too much work. I lost interest when I actually had to click on your name. Well, good thing I'm not drinking, you know. You know what? Yeah. It's Admiral. I told you. It was Admiral. Yeah, but I'm not your typical American there, Admiral. I mean, that's the reason why you guys hired me. You're like, okay, this American's kind of cool. Come on, don't lie. I mean, that's the reason why. I mean, I passed your freaking uh, Australian interview. Because I have a feeling that if I was your typical American, I wouldn't have gotten that job. Oh, Admiral, do you want to hear the most embarrassing thing at work I've ever done? Like, the most embarrassing thing in my work history. And I'm pretty sure whatever you have will not top this. I'm pretty sure Pika wants to hear it. Dragon already heard it. Give me a second. I'm trying to set up a date for tomorrow. Could it be a bot? Possibly. But we'll go on from there. What'd you say? Water and beers. Please. We're gonna... Okay, you know what? You know what, Admiral? I am gonna find every friggin' possible way for you to go to Vegas. And I'm gonna show you. We will go shot for shot, drink for drink, and then we'll see who lasts the longest. I'm pretty sure I'll have to carry you to your bed. Or if your girlfriend comes, she'll be carrying you like a little baby crying. But anyway, so the most embarrassing thing. And actually, I think it's in Australia too, actually. So anyway, I was commercial. So my company I was working for did contracting out. So I did a thing for Lego. Lego wanted. This is when they were opening their first Lego stores, and Lego wanted a kiosk for helping build things and all kinds of things. So my company is like, hey, can you handle this? I'm like, sure. So I came up with the concept and I designed the whole thing, which is still in use today in some parts, which is kind of cool. So, it's sucking so bad. But, so, they wanted a presentation. I'm like, cool, I can do that for you. So I made this presentation, got it all ready, and so I went to their main office in the United States, and I gave a presentation. Everything went well. For the first half hour, because the first presentation was just slides with pictures, no problem. But then I wanted to show them a video of how this kiosk works. And in some reason, some unknown reason, the presentation software I used, I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it was what is Microsoft's crap? I don't remember because I don't use it. Presentation? I don't know. Don't remember. But anyway, instead of pulling the video that I told it to, it pulled my most recent video, and it was the most hardcore porn in the history. So here I was giving this presentation in front of 400 people, and hardcore porn came on. PowerPoint. That's what it was. Yeah, PowerPoint. Don't know why I pulled the latest video, but it was the most hardcore porn. Just see, okay, look. This is like, when you downloading porn was needed because, even in the 2000s, buffering, streaming porn was awful. So, yeah. So in this room of 400 people, in this large presentation screen that was being, a high-end projector in front of everyone, was hardcore porn. I clicked off of it so fast, I was embarrassed. The thing is, though, so got the contract, did the work for them. My work is still is actually still present in most of the stores today. But during the question and answering part of it, so I think the one guy was like, "Hey, can you show us that one part of the video again?" I wasn't quite sure what it was about. And before I can answer, my boss is like, no. Moving on. Next question. But the thing is, with all of that, we still got the contract. Exactly. Though I'm pretty sure if that happened today, it would be on Twitter and it'd get canceled. And honestly, it was a stupid thing that happened. I didn't do it on purpose, but I can understand being not getting, But I'm pretty sure that if it happened today, it would just be awful. Yeah, this is their main headquarters in United States. Hence why there was 400 people there. I was doing great too. He means like honestly, right? Like right now, if you're watching me to be like the most awesome player ever. You're turning into the wrong channel. That's what I said 40 billion years ago. Like, I'm 44 billion years old. I created this universe. Yes, all the shitty things that happened are my fault. I'm sorry. But, there was one thing that I did that screwed everything over, and that was giving you guys free will. You took that free will, and look what you did with it. Look what you did with it. I didn't interfere. I was like, here you guys go. This is yours. And what did you do with it? Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? What freedom do you want? Do you want to levitate at will? Is that what you want? Do you want to, break the laws of physics? Look. You guys are asking for so much. Look, I gave you free will. Free will has consequences. Yeah, you want to eat that potato salad and lasagna? Lasagna? Yeah, no. Sorry. What I'm gonna give you is gaining weight, heart problems, and probably some organ failure. Because, I gave free will, so the companies that make that shit probably put something in there to make things better, and they're going to give you cancer. You're probably going to die from that. I meant free will just spiraled out of control. Oh, Admiral, I was actually talking about how I was saying how I hate Linux desktop. And then, every time I say that, I be called a noob. And listen, bitch, you're 14 years old. I've been using Linux in Slackware 1.2. All right, I know Linux. I know what it's about. I actually had to configure Linux pretty much from scratch. Don't tell me I'm a noob. You're the noob. Oh no, I have to install a Linux desktop and I have to like click 3 buttons to make it work. Yeah. Talk to me when you actually have to install it from 24 floppy disks, configure your bootloader, configure your partition tables from manually, configure how the bootloader loads the right image for your kernel to load up everything. Configure your x86. You know, this is x386 back in the day. For your correct display drivers. And then, you know what? You find out that it's not working. So you have to compile your display drivers. And then you find out that you need some other dependency. So you have to compile that dependency. But that dependency requires this dependency. And that dependency requires that dependency. So after you get all the dependencies that, you know, are like 100 miles long, then you compile the driver, and then you get x86 up and running. And what you have a bunch of eyes looking at you. And you're like, yes, I spent 2 weeks on this just so to have eyes look at me. Oh, whatever. 80s, 90s, early 2000s were all floppy disks. Well, yeah, because it's Linux based. But still, I'm saying this is like, you know, the Linux days where, you know, Slackware and all that stuff came out. But yeah, but because I say, oh, Linux desktop is awful, I've been called a noob. And it's like, listen, if anyone here is a noob, it's you. I had to configure my Linux pretty much from scratch. You, on the other hand, had to click 5 buttons to install your Linux desktop. Go f yourself. No, I haven't played. I played with myself though. I played other games by myself. That's what I meant to say. Actually, I think Inuits might actually be fun. Oh, come on. That's like bullshit. So I worked with a lot of companies. I worked for Smith & Wesson, IBM, Coca-Cola, and then the company that Admiral and I worked for, which was a bunch of bullshit. Like, a great company, but the upper management suck the life out of things.
You're gonna get the horns, partner. Can you dig it, suckers?
Hi guys! Did you miss me?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised, Pika. I'm kind of sad that you didn't show up earlier on Twitch. I just have a feeling that your, vibrating buddy was more important.
I'm going underground.
And done.
Way to go! Crane's head is getting
Dude, I drink real whiskey. And beer. You may have us on beer, but hard alcohol? Eh. Have you ever had Bacardi 151? Bacardi 151 is where you can start forest fires with. Ugh, like Bacardi 151, if you ever had it, like I was an idiot and decided to shoot it raw. Awful. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bacardi 151 is designed to put in drink. Do not shoot it. Do not shoot it.
king of the spill!
We have Everclear, which is like 200. I have a feeling that I'm going to get shadow banned. Just on this stream. I feel like YouTube's like, no, we don't want to promote this. Good thing I'm making a new channel. All right, hold on. I think Pika fell asleep. What you're doing right now, apparently. Oh, like Pika. Hold on.
I hate how my
Oh, there's a scrub daddy. I mean, I just bought the scrub daddy just so I can say I owned a scrub daddy. All right, so like, look at this. Like, so they put me on a crap ton of steroids. So, like, this is my week, right? Can you tell? Can't sleep. Oh, look, they gave me some sleeping pills. Great. The next day after that, 2 days after that, almost 9 hours of sleep, almost 5 hours of deep sleep. Blue means like you exceeded that and you're doing great. And 8 hours of quality sleep. Like I couldn't sleep. I don't care. Here are some medical grade sleeping pills. I'm like, oh, that's great. Sure, let's do that.
Hi guys, did you miss me?
And as soon as they do that, I'm sleeping great. I'll probably sleep great tonight too. All right, Dragon, maybe I'm wrong. I thought maybe that I would get more views on YouTube, but apparently not. I think it's Admiral. You know what? Screw you there. I don't care. I'm not playing Dark Souls or... people who like Dark Soul games, or just, you know, people who are I'm sorry, people who play Elden Ring or Dark Souls, or just people who want to feel important? I know you do. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry if the truth hurts. It's not you, Pika. It's the hardcore toxic fan base. Like, you cannot deny there's a huge toxic fan base on that. It's almost as bad as Undertale, if not worse. Sorry, but it's true. Like, honestly, I'd rather deal with the Undertale fans than the toxic Dark Souls yeah. Pika, there's so much you can do for that. And I agree, you block them. But it comes a point in time where even blocking them is just time consuming and just a pain in the ass. Oh, I've had that problem a lot. The reason why I don't play like Dark Souls game or Elden Ring. And again, and I have it's always that people who are like, I've never had that problem. Even though the problem exists, people are like, oh, I've never had that problem. Automatically says, you know, dismisses the overall issue of it. And I get what you're saying there, Bika, but it's just hard. Like, you can only block so many people for oh man, the Undertale fans are the absolute worst. And then I'm gonna say second is like the Dark Souls Elden Ring thing, but oh my god, it's just awful. I measure things on how often I have to block things, right? Like, yeah, I gotta block people. Understandable, but when you have to do it more often than you should have to, there's an issue. I honestly don't. I'm not blaming the game. The game's probably good. It's just that the community that's behind it makes it bad. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale. Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's guys are awful. Like, I don't hate the game. I hate the community behind the game. I love hard games. I really do. I mean, I played Mega Man, all of them. I understand hard. Undertale is awful. Like, I actually played it on a stream, and I actually had to drink. I actually had to drink moonshine for that stream. I don't know if Pika and Dragon remember, but yeah, I drank moonshine for that stream, and it was still bad. I think I had to crawl to my bed that night. It's still bad. Like no matter how much alcohol I drank, that game was still bad.
I am the Red King. You're trespassing.
I still don't get why people think that's the greatest thing ever. It's a wannabe. Okay, so Undertale is like a wannabe Earthbound Chrono Trigger wannabe. It's like awful. It's like I want to borrow all the cool things from this game, and it's awful. It took the things that it thought was cool and just made it awful. Like Undertale is probably the worst game ever. And the graphics are awful. And usually I don't care about graphics, but no, they're awful. Like, if I took a crap in my toilet, I'm pretty sure there are better 2D graphics than that. It's just awful. Awful. Oh, it's an indie game. Okay, that excuse can only go so far. Starbound's pretty good. Oh, Earthbound's pretty good. Starbound's pretty good too.
Oh no! Mondo Disastro!
King of the Spill.
You can get translated games. You can get like Mother 3, which is technically the original title for that. You can get Mother 3 translated, and it's like one for one what the Japanese version is. And thanks to my hacked, and thanks to, I mean, you can play it on a emulator. You can, patch the Mother 3 game. It'll take the Japanese version, patch it to English, which has the proper translation to it. You can run an emulator on real hardware, which is nice. God damn it, I'm out of alcohol. Of course. You need to get a Super Nintendo. Screw that. should have played Tears of the Kingdom. I think maybe tomorrow I'll play Tears of the Kingdom on YouTube and then work on sending my horse to space. People are like, oh, it's the Korok space program. The Koroks. I want to send my horse into goddamn space. And they're like, people are like, oh, yeah, Korok, whatever. You know what? No. I was the first person to figure out how to send my horse to the island in Breath of the Wild. I was also the first person in Breath of the Wild to figure out how to get my horse to Death Mountain. I have proof. Predates everyone else. I figured out how to send my horse to Death Mountain in Breath of the Wild. That's right. These things give birth. So I've dropped Koroks in so many places. I attached. I think I figured out how to do staged rocks, staged rocket things, and I attached it to a Korok, launched it so far in the air that it respawned it back on the ground. Actually, Dragon, I figured out how to glitch a Korok into a mountain and make it disappear. And it's gone until you reboot the game. So yes, I phased a Korok into the mountain. And I was the only person, and I was the first person to actually launch a horse into the Skylands, pretty much. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's not possible." Like, no, no, it's possible. I did it. Everyone's just so, everyone's like so preoccupied with the Koroks. It's like, you know what? The Koroks are just a bunch of little a-holes. No one really cares about them. I'm concentrating on horse. It's not the Korok space program. It's the horse space program. Trust me, I understand. Koroks are awful, and I've done horrible, horrible things to them. Like, I've done things that people never thought of in Breath of the Wild. And I have proof because I streamed it. It's still on there. I was the first person to send my horse in Breath of the Wild to the island. I mean, if you play Tears of the Kingdom, it's pretty easy to do. Breath of the Wild, I figured out how to do it. I actually had to work my ass off for that.
I am the Rat King. You're trespassing on royal grounds.
Oh, I feel seasick. Oh, I feel seasick. Power out! Oh, I feel seasick. Oh, I
Come on.
feel seasick.
I'm like literally sucking right now. Yeah, I think I'm actually getting. I'm not. Yeah, kind of drunk, but I feel like I'm more tired than drunk. I don't know why. I'm like, I feel like.
Power out! Oh, I feel seasick.
What time is it? Ah, almost 3. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I can see why I'm tired.
Oh, I feel seasick. Ingenuity.
I think I'm gonna go to bed. You know, we can't all be Admiral Salty and be like, what? Hold on. See if I remember. 4 p.m.? like 4 p.m. in Australia right now, if I remember my math correctly.
This isn't befitting a king.
Way to go! Cowabunga!
I think I'm good. Actually, Dragon, I'm gonna do this again tomorrow, but at like 7 a.m. 7 p.m. Gotta see if it's a fluke or not. That means I have to put my liver on display. It's fine. I can kill my liver. No, I'm not killing my liver. I'm pickling my liver. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass out. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll do Tears of the Kingdom. And we'll launch the horse. We'll launch the horse into space. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm just gonna pause this because I got like 9,000 night drops to put in. So might as well do that now before I go to bed. I'm gonna tell you right now, like I don't know what it is, but the steroids pills they give you taste awful. Before I usually put the pills in my mouth and then take whatever it is, but I can't do that with the steroid pills because they taste so awful. I have to actually take a drink of whatever it is, like water, fill my whole mouth with water, put the pill in, and then swallow. Because oh my god, oh it is awful. The steroid pills taste so awful, and I have to take like 9 of them a day, and they're awful. No, I didn't expect them to taste like great, but I didn't expect them to make me wish my life was over when I put them in my mouth and then take a drink. I'm not expecting them to taste like cotton candy. I'm just like the aftertaste is awful. Like I've dealt with, oh my God. I've dealt with so many pills, medication, chemotherapy, surgery. Like I dealt with it all. And I agree with you, Dragon. I mean, I wish I could say, I could do it. But when push comes to shove, you do it. As much as you hate it. Oh, I gotta go to bed. Thank God for no hangovers. People talk about this hangover thing, and I want to believe that it's a myth, but there's a lot of people who say they experienced it, so I gotta believe them. I'm just not one of those who get them. I'm pretty sure if I ever got a hangover, I'd probably like, you know what, screw this. I'm not drinking anymore. But since I don't get them, I'm like, God, drinking's fun. Again, I tell people that, and they're like, "Oh, you're just a lightweight, and you just don't drink enough." I'm like, "Please," I'm like, "Bah, bah, itch, please." I've drank enough to kill your liver like 1,000 times over. And don't tell me I'm a lightweight because, you know, if you drank as much as I did, you'd die. You would die of alcohol poisoning. So, ever. And yes, it's not a thing to be proud of. Not at all. But I'm just saying, yeah, you calling me a lightweight? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, you would die. Oh, no, no, I just been called so many things. Like, I don't like Linux desktop. Oh, you're a Linux noob. Nope, bitch. I've been using Linux before you were born. Even before you were like a sperm in your dad's testicle. Not a noob. Trust me, better than you. Oh, you just don't know how to drink. No, no, no. I could outdrink you, and if you were to able to go shot for shot drink for me, not only would you like, you know, kill yourself, but you would probably cause a paradox because the amount of alcohol you drank would just transform into erasing your whole entire family timeline. I just love the internet nowadays. You disagree with somebody, and because you disagree with somebody, you're a noob. And even though I was before in, you know, the history of time, because I don't agree with them, I'm a noob. Yeah, okay. You just don't like the facts. Swallow it. Swallow it like a horse pill. You just don't know much as you think you do, and you're pretending you are. So it's okay. It's okay. Usually, I find that the people who have like guru or some something in their name don't know what they're talking about, and usually the people that call you a noob are noobs and think that because what you're saying is not like like it's just a defense mechanism. I think they're so insecure or have a small tab and they have to make up for it. Gotta pay those tabs. You have a small tab and well, it sucks to be you. All right, going to bed. Well, shit, I'm going to bed too there, Dragon, actually. I was going to say, going to bed. It's almost 3 in the morning here. Or is it 3 in the morning? I have no idea what time it is. Yeah, almost 3. It's 2:30, so I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. And hello, demonetization. Love you. Love YouTube and, taking away my money. Love it. Have a good night, everyone.